Hello friends, Fairy Dazzle here. Today's theme is about perfume. The story today is titled Olga and Olive, a perfume pair over the top. This story is inspired by my mother, who had an absolute passion for perfume. She would collect all kinds of different scents. The other thing she would collect are perfume bottles. This one is a bottle that was gifted to her by my father a number of years ago for a special occasion. These types of perfume bottles were her favorite because they had a very long stem. Ladies would take their perfume, place it in the bottle, and then dip the stem inside so that it would touch the perfume, and then they would have the liquid on the end of the stem, and they would place it on their neck, their wrists, the backs of their legs, and all over their bodies to anoint themselves. So I keep this in a very special place, and it reminds me of my mom and her love of perfume. I tend to use natural sprays more than anything. This one is Bath Poetry. We spray it in our bedroom. That is at night to relax. And in the morning we spray it in our room to just freshen up the room after a full night of sleeping. The other thing I'm going to show you is a very special set of meditation beads, prayer beads, my rosary, and this rosary is made from rose petals, crushed rose petals. The blue ones are plastic, but the black beads that you see were made from boiled down rose petals, and they were crushed and molded. And if you were here and you could smell the beads, you would smell a very strong scent of roses. These rosary beads will stay like that for a number of years, and as I use them and run my fingers over the beads, the scent comes out on my hands and also into the air. So let's get started with the story. Olive and Olga were a pair over the top, two little ones who liked playing beauty shop, giggling while brushing and combing their hair, coiffing hairdos with haute couture flair. One day, after trying lipstick on each other, like guilty clowns, they peered up at Olga's mother. "I think it's time for you two to try something new. Wash up, go out, soak up sunshine under skies crystal blue." The diva duo grabbed some cookies and ran outside. "Your garden is beautiful," Olive said. Her eyes popped wide. They proceeded to touch and sniff each flower. Petals of pink, purple, yellow, orange, red, white charmed them for hours. While burying their noses in each beautiful blossom, dizzy with excitement, Olga said, "Their perfume is awesome. Hey, why don't we pick some and make our own perfume?" So the budding scent scientists selected and separated each bloom. In no time, floral bouquets piled up to their knees when suddenly they jumped when Olga's mother yelled, "Freeze! What are you two doing picking all the flowers in my garden?" We're going to make perfume," Olga's mom scowled. "I beg your pardon?" Olga's mom took a deep breath and counted to 10. Then chuckling, she said, "Oh, I'll give you rascals a chance again. I planted these flowers to make natural scents, which I sell. I guess it's time you learned about the business of smell." The three sat down. Olga's mom began. "Thousands of years ago in Egypt, oils, flowers, and spices were boiled in stills very slow. Cleopatra was a fragrance worshiper. You could smell her scent a mile away. Caipi is the oldest known documented in a hieroglyphic display. This liquid scented bodies and objects. It also burned as incense to create a path between heaven and earth, some called spirit scents. That's how perfume got its name, meaning to smoke through. Placed and combined in hair as there wasn't shampoo. Over the years, perfume was used to feel refreshed and clean. Then during the 1900s in Europe, perfume grew to a booming scene. It was prepared with man-made chemistry and water, filling beautiful bottles, impressing mothers and daughters. One of the most famous of all time is Chanel No. 5, created in 1921 by Coco. Today it's still popular, defying time. Olga beamed. Mom, can we use these posies to make perfume? Olive chimed in. Oh, please, we promise we'll clean up. We'll even use a broom. Okay, we'll start by making rose water. I'll cut some roses, said her mom. Pick off the petals, but watch that you don't prick your fingers or your palm. In no time flat, they had 6 cups of petals heaped in a mound. They boiled the petals in 4 cups of water, watching them float around. Olga's mom said, after the water cools, we'll strain the petals, pouring it in a jar. Now, if we mix small amounts of this rose water with spices, it should go pretty far. Then she showed how they could follow the same steps for other flowers. 5 pots filled the petals and boiling water cooled in less than an hour. Olga's mom put all the floral waters in plastic containers with lids. She put them in a box with spices and spoons and handed it to the kids. Here's a bowl so you can measure the liquids and spices, then take a sniff. See if you mixed one of the 4 fragrance families after thinking about the whiff. The floral is one made up of a soft, rosy odor. Kypris, rich, woody, and spicy. The oriental smells heavy, woody, leathery, with warm vanilla, not light and icy. The fougere family of scents is a category for only males. You'll find sweet clover, lavender, and geranium make up its details. Each fragrant usually has 3 layers of smells called notes. The head is the top scent. You smell like a stinky goat. The heart is the middle, overtaking with spicy and woody smelling flowers. The body is the lower note, that is the aroma that lasts for hours. Olga and Olive, arms full, giggled, skipping out to the backyard deck, laying out their tools and ingredients to be perfume laboratory techs. Using their measuring spoons with ultimate precision and care, they chatted, choosing and churning, making sure they shared. Splashing, spraying, sniffing, stirring, there's a mixing spoon. They snorted while laughing late into the afternoon. By 5 o'clock, they created smelly, ugly water in a big bowl. Hey, let's wash our hair. It will smell nice, said Olga, taking control. Olive scrunched her face, took a deep breath and sighed. In seconds, Olga poured the bowlful on their heads as her mom came outside. Olga, what are you doing? My dear, what a smelly and wet mess. Both girls yelled in shock with wide eyes. We're so sorry, they confessed. They looked like 2 pitiful, mischievous puppies that Olga's mom started to snicker. Seconds later, the girls' eyes rolled and their laughter flickered. Olga's mom shook her head and gave a belly cackle and a bit of a snort. That was it. The girls and mom were in a hysterical laughing fit they couldn't thwart. Finally composed, Olga's mom said, You gals are quite a pair. You sure are a couple of smelly, smiley hairstylists with a wild flair. Let's clean up and you can tell me about your favorite potion. For years the scents lingered, marking the birth of the perfume devotion.